Things I wished I knew before I went to college to study to becoming a math and physics teacher. These are 3 things that I wish I knew. Number 1 is that it is possible to make a lot, literally when I mean a lot, I mean like big volumes of income within a very short period of time. And when I say this is one of the things that I must have learned is, see, when you're working in a job like a 9-to-5 job, all you are doing is that you are being, you know, like you grow knowing that the only way to be able to make a lot of money is through your salary, right? Which is not, it is not the only way, it is the lowest way. So I learned that it is possible to be able to generate huge amounts, like big amounts of income from the online space. This time and age, all services and businesses, whether physical or even digital, they are commoditized on the internet. What there is this: the internet is a medium, is a channel to grow your business, and most people don't realize it. But I never knew this. So when I went to college and I became a high school teacher, I graduated with honors, which I'm not proud of, by the way. At the end of the day, I have put my education degrees and everything, and I'm not using them. I'm not actually needing them. And what I learned inside there is that you can go to make a lot of money, especially if you learn how to use the internet. That is number 1. Number 2, skills are more important than degree. Skills are more important than papers. Papers don't have skill. Papers, what you have is you have graduated to being the most respectable person to oppose. You have actually become the most, somebody who follows rules the best way possible. That is what a graduation basically means. It means that this person can be able to follow rules and instructions from a boss. Wake up, we are not in the 1980s, we're in the 2025. We know everyone, you don't need to have a degree. I'm telling you, it is not about the education I have that has gotten me here. I was teachable, and I always remind you, being teachable stands us. Actually, which is my 3rd point. Being teachable, where you learn and then you learn and apply. Being teachable does not mean you are a good reader. Being teachable means that whatever small you learn, you can put it into action and you can get results with this. Understand what teachable means. One of my clients, Wanganga, was a former insurance agent, and he said that after 2 months of being in the digital space, he now understands what being teachable means. And I want to ask you the same question. Do you know what it means to be teachable? Maybe you don't. Let me break it down. So being teachable means that, number 1, you're willing to put in the time to learn, you're willing to put in the effort, you're willing to put in the money to be able to learn. Then once you are learning, you are also able to understand and apply. Now, it is not rocket science, but most people want to feel they have completed the module, they have completed the lessons, I have finished. That is not being teachable. Being teachable means that you are not in a hurry to complete. You see, we are not in a hurry to complete the syllabus. We are not in a hurry to apply the small we have learned, because that small knowledge you have learned is the key to your success. It's about learning everything. Top skills, I must say, that I learned, and I never learned this in college, I never learned this in my experience as a teacher, was I learned that you can be able to communicate. One of the top skills is communication. If you know how to communicate and articulate your message to the person who is in need in the right way, then you can charge the price that you want. You see, charging and pricing your product is a very top skill, either your products or your services. It is absolutely amazing. But let me tell you why people undercharge or they don't know how to charge, because they don't know how to communicate. What you communicate is not the words, you communicate the value, right? What do I get in return? If I can articulate my message and someone can say, what do you get in return? Then you become unstoppable, because once the value is high enough, the price is not a question. So we lack to forget the value and we look at the price. For example, let me give you an example. Our fastest selling product is the $900 product. If you just mention the price, that seems to be too high. But what if I told you that in return, you are getting my top value bonuses that are worth $3,000. You're going to be getting 4 income streams. You'll get a done-for-you website that would otherwise cost you $1,000 plus. At the end of the day, the 900 becomes nothing. So once you know how to communicate the value, that is when you stand out in the market. So do you want to stand out in the market, or do you want to sink and disappear just like everybody else? The way to stand out is to learn how to communicate. How do you learn how to communicate? By listening to others. I think one of the best skills is learning from others. Other people already know. You have got many people, they are everywhere, they know how to pass their message. Listen to how they speak. Don't watch like everybody else, but listen how they speak. And that is how you're going to stand out. If you'd like to come for our amazing physical workshop that happen Friday and Saturday, I invite you to come. We are going to be broadcasting it live, and you are going to be part of this amazing broadcast, learning step by step by step. And then if you have got questions, you can ask questions directly, and we can change your life in the process. And I'll see you.